Grade 6 learners, it's nice to see you again. I'm Teacher Alpha, your teacher in today's lesson. Have yourself comfortable and be ready with your learning activity sheets, a pencil or a pen. Before we proceed to the lesson, you need to know the objectives of today's lesson. Number 1, analyze and determine the strategy of making connections shown in a given situation. And number 2, relate the information viewed or text read to personal experiences. Are you ready? Let's start. What comes to your mind when you hear the word connections? Maybe you can think of fitting puzzle pieces together to form a picture. In the puzzle, you cannot see the picture of the bird until you make connections. The same is true with text. You can make connections to have a better comprehension. We connect what we have seen, what we already know, in order to understand better what we are reading. So what is making connections? Making connections is linking what we read to what we already know. Our previous experiences will help us understand text and give meaning to what we read. It also helps us to retain the information better and engage more with the text itself. There are 3 ways to make connections with a text. The first one is text to self. The second one is text to text, and the third one is text to world. Before we start making connections, let us study each way. Let us start with text to self. In this type of connection, we relate our personal life experiences with the text to understand them. We connect something that happens in a story or in a text that we read to something that has happened in our own lives. Here are some guide questions to use in making self-to-text connection. Let us have this example. The story reminds me of the vacation we had to my grandfather's farm. Let us have these other examples. Let us read them together. I remember my friends when I was in grade 5 when I read this story. He remembered his vacation last summer in the province upon seeing this picture. In the given examples, there is a connection between the text or picture viewed and own experience of reader or viewer. Let us now move to text-to-text connection. Text-to-text connection, you connect what you are reading to other books that you have read. Readers will understand the text by thinking how the information they are reading connects to other familiar text. Here are some guide questions to consider in making text-to-text connection. Let us look at this example. This person has the same problem with what I read yesterday. In this example, the reader connects the problem of the person she viewed to the story she read previously. Look at these other examples. In the first example, it is a text-to-text because there is a connection from the text of the two stories. In the second example, we do text-to-text connection when we can relate one information to another when viewing a picture. We relate the picture of the food pyramid to the Philippine physical activity pyramid that we previously viewed. We can see that text-to-text is the same with information-to-information connection in viewing. Let us now go to the last connection, which is text-to-word connection. In this connection, you connect what you read or viewed to events that are happening around the world. We learn about things through television, movies, magazines, and newspapers. In making text-to-word connections, you can consider the following questions. Let us look at this example of text-to-word connection. I saw a program on television that talked about things described in this article. In this example, the reader connects what she viewed on the television to the article she is reading. Let us have these other examples. These are examples of text-to-word because there is a connection between the text or information viewed and the real scenario in the world. We are now done discussing the ways of making connections. You will now do the exercises or activities in your learning activity sheet. You may now start answering and good luck. Bye-bye!